Hello and welcome to Shield Bash. I am Britt. I will be your GM. To my right,
Mark playing Artemis Quinfrig, Esquire, Knife Master Rogue.
Neo playing Jarwin Triot, your favorite flame dancer.
This is Jason playing Tam Westcrown, archaeologist.
Curtis playing Ronan, your favorite frog. Nobody better eat my wife's sausage but me.
Wow.
your wife did eat this sausage.
Man, it's good sausage, too. Nice and crispy.
You know, I do believe half of my problem is the people that go before me.
Sure.
Anyway, this is Pete playing meta.
Pete, do you want to smell my wife's sausage?
I don't know where that's been.
It's been in him.
If your sausage is crispy, you may want to go to the doctor.
Now you got a picture. You got to get a picture of Kurt eating sausage now.
Do we?
Nah,
Do we?
I don't think we do.
just saying. It would be interesting.
Too late.
Is sausage supposed to be crispy?
Just a little bit. A little
Crispy
brown on the
one.
outside.
Yeah, nobody can hear you when you do that.
Not thinking sausage is supposed to be bacon, yes. Sausage, not so much.
It depends. Like a
Warm
sausage
and
patty,
moist?
probably not. But like links.
Warm and moist, yes. Crispy.
I still don't think I'd want to eat
Are we sticking specifically with
crispy
breakfast?
sausage link.
Are we sticking specifically with breakfast sausage?
Well, that's what he was eating.
Yeah. So?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay. Well, I'm just curious.
I mean, even like deer sausage or beef sausage or anything like that really shouldn't be crispy.
See, I like it with a little crunch around the edge.
Well, that's the casing. That's not the sausage.
Right.
It's part and parcel.
It's all part of the same sausage, Mark.
But what you really got to watch is how they make the sausage.
Yes, exactly.
I don't want to know how they make the sausage.
No,
Cheers.
No, you don't.
I have made sausage.
I didn't want to know that.
Did you give it to your wife?
I didn't know her back then. I mean, she probably would have took it, but...
Like a champ.
Jeez. Oh.
Kurt, your wife doesn't actually listen to the podcast, does she?
Why do you think he's talking such mad
yet.
shit?
What do you think?
Pete, how often does Rachel talk to B?
B, yeah, that's a good question.
Not that often.
Okay,
Right.
Rachel, you know what to do.
Pete's Chicken Ranch.
Welcome to Sausage Talk. Part of Pete's Chicken Ranch.
Chicken sausage.
It's a sausage party. Who could ask for more? It's a sausage party. Kurt likes his crispy as before.
I was wondering where you were going with that.
Sorry.
That's fine. Yeah.
Jarwin's going to leave if it's a sausage party.
Well, since we don't have any females here, that would be the term.
It's raining men.
Hallelujah.
It's raining men.
La 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 la.
Wow. I think the zit conversation we had a few episodes back was, I don't know. It was definitely more informative.
Are we going for informative? Because I thought we were making very thinly veiled penis jokes.
Oh. Yeah, maybe.
Yes, the phallic
Column A,
symbolism is
no column
rife
B.
this time.
We're never going to get sponsored.
And you know what? I'm okay with that.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, we've got Pete's Chicken Ranch, so who else do we really need?
Right?
And you're saying we'll never get sponsored, but there are probably several people that would want to sponsor us. I can
Yeah.
think Howard Stern.
Bob Evans?
Maybe somebody in the porn industry.
Jimmy Dean?
Bush's Baked Beans.
Most other shows, they've got their cartoon stuff going or whatever. We're going to get approached by a porno producer.
Hey, I'm okay with that.
Good grief.
I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, I mean, especially if it's one of the nice ones, more
Vivid.
higher end.
I don't think I could name a porn producer, but
I just did. Vivid.
okay.
I mean,
Mark got one for us.
Brazzers, Pure Mature, Nubile Films.
Yeah, I guess Jason and Mark got it covered here.
You know, that's really not the person I expected to come up with those answers.
With how much Jason loves tits, I'm not surprised.
I did not expect that from Jason. Neil, I expected that from, but not Jason.
Yeah, I really expected Neil to come up with like a list of 40 or 50 different options.
I got that
Evil
one.
Angels production. I mean,
And
job,
honestly,
guys.
I expected Britt to have a couple of good ones.
Hey, maybe we could
Britt and Neil, they didn't
get
say anything.
a shout out from the Habib Show.
Oh,
Who's
man.
the Habib show? What's that?
It's a online porn YouTube channel.
Like the only one I even know of is Pornhub. That's all I got.
Well, Pornhub isn't a producer; they're Well, I guess they do some of their
Distributor?
own production as well, actually, come to think
I
of
don't
it.
know.
Okay. That's all I got. And
They
that's
are
only
also
because I see
distributor.
memes of like Pornhub
Yeah,
stuff.
I'm sure that's the only reason why you know about Pornhub.
Last night I saw a Pornhub meme which was fucking hilarious, but it's political, so I'm not going to get into it.
That's fair.
Yeah.
How about those standing stones?
Yeah, they're still standing.
They're still standing in the position they ever did.
I'm still thinking about boobs. It's going to take me a bit. Change
Yeah, all right.
course.
That's fine. That's fine. Give me a minute.
We got him messed up now. He needs 5 minutes.
No, I don't consider myself messed up over this. I'm very happy with this concept.
You know, there was a study done by a major university that said that staring at women's boobs actually lowers men's blood pressure and releases happy endorphins in your brain. So it's very beneficial for us to see those.
I saw an episode of Mythbusters where they were talking about they were using like waitresses' tips or whatever and comparing it
Waitresses'
to
tips. What?
Yeah. The bigger their boobs, apparently they get bigger tips or something. It was
I'm not surprised.
well.
They needed a
thing.
study to
And it wasn't just
to get that?
just men that tipped bigger for women with big boobs. It was women also.
Well,
Yeah, but I think
don't
those
think they
were
needed a study.
those
for
were
that.
probably from the women. They were probably sympathy tips because they know how much it hurts in your back to carry that around all day.
And it's like bikini season. Women get annoyed, but that we stare at the 5% of their body that is covered. We're just being hospitable.
I personally am under the mythos that everybody loves boobs. Men, women, gay, doesn't matter. Gay, straight, everybody loves boobs.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're soft, comfortable, and they're fun to play with.
And it's like, what's that one guy that sings it? Shit.
I can tell you.
I can't think of it now, but he's a comedian. And he's like, you know what? Yeah, we've seen boobs, but I don't know of any guy around that's not like, you want to show them to me? Yeah, I'd like to see them too. Some 80-year-old woman out in the crowd goes, you want to see mine? He goes, just roll them up, baby, and pop them out.
Show them to me.
That's it.
That's the guy's song. Rodney Carrington.
Yeah,
Thank you.
There's another guy that does a skit that's similar to that. That's pretty good too.
Cool story.
You want to see me naked?
Thanks.
Yep, I do.
I've seen you before. I'd like to see you again.
All right, roll them up now. We're done.
Variety is the spice of life, I heard. So we always kind of want to see more and more of them.
Yeah, I mean, the bigger the better. You're right.
Yeah.
Great. We're going to start getting boob shots in our email.
I don't
we
see
can
it.
only
All
hope.
right.
What's the problem with that?
Yeah.
We can only hope.
Yeah.
Right, shield on one and bash on the other for extra points.
Has anyone seen Jason? He disappeared like 3 days ago.
Oh, Jesus,
like-
man. It's 2020. No offense, listeners, no offense to you, but I imagine you don't have anything to show that I have not seen before.
He's had a little time. Yeah.
Challenge accepted.
And, I mean, as far as it goes,
Now
like,
you're going to get dick pics.
Or maybe
again,
both.
it's 2020.
Yeah.
I've seen a
on
bunch
the
of
same person.
Tits and dick pics. There you go, Jay.
those I tend to, the tits and dicks on the same person, I try to avoid as assiduously as possible.
It's called a tranana, okay?
But
Is that what it's called? Okay, I've
Yeah.
never heard that before. You're
I've
making this shit
seen
up.
porn enough
Yeah, me
times that
neither.
I've seen dicks. Like, it's not...
One of my friends calls it that. I don't know if that's really what it's called or not.
I think he was making it up.
Very possible.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if enough people call it,
Is Mark having a
that's
beer?
what it's called.
Mark's having a beer.
Yes, he is.
First time for everything.
Patty beer.
Nope.
Wow.
Mark finished a beer.
Yep.
Yeah. A little
High-
Dos Equis.
High five for Mark having a beer.
It was Dos
Dos
Equis.
Equis.
I don't always drink beer, but when I do, it's Dos Equis. The most interesting player in the game.
I've seen a meme for that. Yeah.
And can I just say that I do not like the Dos Equis new most interesting man in the world guy. The
There's a
older
new-
guy was much better.
I didn't know there was a new one.
Yeah, they replaced him.
Yeah.
I personally prefer the older guy too.
Yep, me too.
My softball buddies used to make fun of me and make jokes about the Dos Equis guy and me all the time. It was pretty funny.
Good story.
I see a fumble guy's like, I don't always roll a 1, but when I do,
My
I
name is
stab
Britt.
myself in the eye with a dagger.
And kill myself. Dead. Not just unconscious. Dead.
I always wanted to make one that said, I don't always roll a natural 1. Yeah, I'm Brit, I do.
The one that I see all the time that makes me think of Brett is you go to shove the orc off the cliff. You lightly caress his back. He is uncomfortable.
That's the best part.
I
He
do
is
love that.
uncomfortable.
Have you seen the expanded one?
Yeah, where they end up getting married.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good stuff. I'm not gonna lie, I laughed.
And there was another sausage joke in there somewhere, I'm sure.
Yeah, at least.
Oh, speaking of sausage jokes, I'm sure you guys have probably seen the headline of the sausage king of Russia shot dead in the toilet by a crossbow.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, because I saw that, and it's been all over the news, and it's been all run through, like rest in peace, Abe Froman, or or the stuff is like Abe Froman got his revenge, wants to keep his title, stuff like that.
Wow.
And
I'm going to say it was Tyrion Lannister.
that was the other one.
Yeah.
Wow.
So apparently in Russia, there's a
Sausage
organized
King?
crime boss
Oh.
that goes by the Sausage King.
Yeah.
I don't really want to know why he's called that.
Sounds kind of prideful to me, but, all right, whatever. That's your thing. Do what you want to do.
Fuck that bitch. This is
Russia.
Russia.
That is an awesome skit. I love
dude
that
is
skit.
fucking Bert Kreitzer. He's hilarious.
machine.
He's got like some kind of reality show I saw.
Yeah, now he does. Yeah.
Hurt Bird or something like that.
Yeah. What the hell?
That dude is absolutely hilarious.
He's funny.
His whole comedy skit was great.
It's good stuff, man.
Definitely not safe for work, though.
No.
No, not safe for work. Not safe for the kids either.
Yeah, that's what not safe for work means.
Kids usually don't go to work unless it's bring your kid to work day, and then you shouldn't watch that kind of stuff at work.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to give the kids the illusion that you're really working hard.
Right.
No, I'm very honest with my kids. I let them know that it's like I work really hard for about 2 hours, maybe 3 on a hard day, and then I sit. I have a very comfortable chair now, so
Somebody throwing out a nice office chair or something.
kinda.
Yeah.
Kinda. I had to replace all the casters on it, but
Oh, yeah.
that was about it.
Nice.
Probably still cheaper that way than buying a new one yourself.
Oh yeah, it was like $10. So
Shoot, yeah. They just pop right in and out, don't they?
If I ever
The
hit the
casters.
lottery,
Yeah.
if I
Screwdriver,
ever hit it rich,
pry
I'm
it.
going to buy us all new chairs. Like nice gaming chairs, like
Like
those
the
ones
one Neil just broke at our house?
Yeah, I may or may not have broken a nice gaming chair that was not cheap.
that sucks.
Yeah, it's still under warranty though.
I have to look it up. I got it written down at work, but there's these chairs we're trying to get at work. We got to get approval to spend the money, but they are ergonomically designed to be sat in 24/7 for dispatch centers.
Great.
Are they
That's cool.
steel
Wow.
case?
Huh?
Are they steel case? That's a brand.
No.
Are
I think
they-
it's called 24/7 chairs or something.
There's steel case and Herman Miller, I think, are the two really good ones.
The chairs we currently have are designed for people that are 400 pounds and higher. And we don't currently have anyone under the employ that is of those sizes anymore. I am probably the heaviest one at like 150, 160.
Now?
5'4", 150.
Jesus.
And
Bunch of dwarves running around the office or what?
No shit. It's like
fucking-
the keyboard or fucking dispatch office.
Fucking lollipop guild.
Follow the yellow brick road. We answer phones and make cookies.
we had, at the time, we had some
Elven magic.
chairs that were broken because people were oversized for them. So they solved that by getting... Fuck you. They solved that by getting...
And welcome me, you too,
Munchkin Land.
Wow.
I am not the tallest, so fuck you.
How'd they solve the problem, Pete?
Yeah,
Blocks,
I'm done.
phone
Fuck you.
books.
I want to point out, like, why is
Clothes.
the I'm not the tallest? So, like, what? You're the shortest?
He's just the heaviest.
That's just gonna make more midget jokes.
Is there another penis joke in there somewhere?
Just means that he's not the mayor of Munchkinville.
Kurt, not everything's a penis joke. Why don't you think about something else besides penises for a second?
Get the dick off your mind.
He watches a lot of porn, okay? He can't help it.
So do I, but I don't constantly think about penises. I guess it was just different
Don't
types of
kink
porn, I
shame.
guess.
Don't kink shame, Jason.
No, he's trying to change the subject.
You're
That's what I'm
kink
shaming.
shaming.
I'm shaming
use-
him for trying to change the subject.
I
Oh,
use that
okay.
line all the time when somebody says,
You look
I
familiar.
think I know you. You look really familiar.
Must
And
watch
I-
a lot of porn.
Dead serious looking back. Do you watch a lot of porn? And it never fails to crack me the
Yeah.
fuck up because they turn like 6 shades of red.
Oh
my god, no!
I use that line a lot too. It's great.
I just try to avoid talking to most people.
That's pretty easy to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most people don't know this, but I'm pretty aloof out in the real world most of the time.
You're a loofah? What?
Yes.
That's what I heard. You like to be rubbed on people with soap?
Yeah. Yes.
Kind of scour their backs.
Yes.
Their backsides, anyways.
Welcome. There's a guy that's Tim Bedore. Welcome to Shield Bash, where the introverts stare at your shoes and the extroverts stare at
their own shoes.
or whatever.
Yeah, extroverts stare at your shoes, and the introverts stare at their own shoes.
No, I didn't say introvert or extrovert. I'm just meaning if I don't want to engage with somebody, I know ways to avoid them, I'm going to go about my fucking business and leave me the fuck alone, And that's why I am most of the time at work.
My wife's a real social person. She's very happy, very outgoing. She always smiles, and she's just one of those happy-go-lucky, bubbly people.
Social butterfly.
Yes, I, on the other hand, am not
Sanguine.
And she goes, you have the resting asshole face. She goes, that's why people don't talk to you because you don't smile enough. I'm like, I smile all the time. Why?
What are you talking about?
It's why my mustache does this.
Right. Look, I have a perpetual smile for my mustache. I have the points turned up, not down.
If my wife told me that, I'd just be like, good, it's working.
Well, Britt, you say that you are introverted and don't talk to
I
people.
did not say that.
He said aloof.
Aloof
He's just
is
antisocial.
different.
Antisocial.
He's
Yes.
not.
Condescending.
I was going to say, the first time that
Condescending.
I talked to Mr. Britt here was at Farmageddon.
Yeah.
And he walks up to me and just starts talking about what he does for a living in Pathfinder. I'm like, hi.
I'm Peter.
Hi, I'm Dick. Nice to meet you.
I think I've seen you before. Oh, do you watch a lot of porn?
As a matter of fact, you're my favorite.
I met Britt and Neil at the same time at FlatCon with two of my children at the same game table. First convention we'd ever been to, and these two guys just went off the rails. I mean, the poor GM.
Oh man,
Dick was just like. He was like, "What is happening?" We had a ball. It was a great time, and I've known him ever since.
What do you remember what adventure that was?
That was a first season Citadel of the Flames.
Ooh.
I played that one. Entertaining.
Apparently I did too.
It's all a blur.
That's a second edition scenario, right?
No, it's first edition.
that was
Citadel
a
of Flame. It's
long
like
time
030 or 37 because there was no 0, but it's 37. I think that's what it is.
Season 0.
Yeah, season 0. And that was the first time I met Mercy when Mercy was a very young.
Mercy was a wee little baby.
Yeah. And when we found out that when she went into combat, she had to speak in infernal, so nobody can understand what she was saying. It was fun.
Mercy.
I think I was playing Artemis, and Artemis kept going, "What? Does anyone know what she's saying? Because I can't understand it. Bloody word she's saying, but I think she wants us to kill that one first because she keeps pointing at it and saying."
Pretty accurate.
You can tell who his friends are because he doesn't have a good story from when he first met me.
Not a.
I don't remember when we met.
I do.
I think it was was it at Winter War?
Yes.
Yeah, and I walked up and complimented you guys on the podcast and how much fun it was.
Nope.
And that wasn't it? I
Nope.
could have sworn that was it.
Before then?
Okay, well, refresh
This
my
was
memory.
before COVID, so you weren't wearing a mask, right?
No. Well, the mask came from him anyway, but no, it was. We played at the same table. You were there with two kids. You ran pre-gens, and Jerry Wayne was running.
Oh, yeah.
And it was one of the ones in like Thuvia, I think, or somewhere around there. And I remember because I was playing Kyle, and I got a reaction out of you and everybody else at the table because I went to roll the bluff, and I rolled it, and I got a 1, and I was just like, well, I got a 1, so that's a 30. And Jerry his mouth was open, ready to say, like, you failed, and he just closed it, looked down, shook his head. The guy sitting to my left was just like, he had that, like, nice look on his face. And you sitting on my other side, you were like, what is your bonus? And I was like, I told you guys, I only do one thing, but I do it really well.
That's Kyle for you.
Yep. So
What I think
that was when we first met.
I think what's funny is that everybody that I met like Stephen Ingram, you guys, Jerry Wayne, I mean, it was all like either my first or second convention I'd ever actually got to go to, and I had kids with me. So that
Like
was
teenage kids listeners.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. I mean, like, because my youngest at that time was like, I think 15, 16. But yeah, they still play, not as much as they used to because everybody's got lives and stuff going on. But I hope, I'd like to think that years after I'm gone, that they'll still play, Pathfinder or D&D 19 or whatever, just some itineration of it. And they'll, I remember when Dad used to play with us, and and those crazy guys, Britt and Jason and Neil and all of them at the cons. And remember Jerry and Wayne, he had that dragon puppet, or he had the mask that he wore and all that stuff. And that's memories, man. Because I still remember stuff from when I was a kid, when I first started playing Dungeons and Dragons, the original stuff.
Pete. Go ahead.
You were a kid?
I was a kid. And the dice were not stone or wood; they were actually plastic. So
did they have automobiles back then?
They did. They did, and you did not have to crank them to get them to start.
Nice.
No, because the floorboards weren't there, so you just pedaled with your feet.
Yeah.
But the dice talking.
The dice were made out of
I know.
plastic.
That's why I said it.
But you had to color in the numbers with a crayon that they supplied in the box.
White.
I have those dice. They're in that cabinet.
Are they virgin?
No, they've been colored in.
Shame.
But the box that goes with them is over on the shelf.
And just a quick aside, the new 2nd edition Players Beginners box is coming out. And a neat thing that they did to help beginner players learn the game and assimilate it quicker is they made the dice color-coded to the colors on the character sheets.
Oh.
So that you know that, a D4 is this color, a D6 is that color, And I'm like, that's really good thinking.
What about colorblind people?
Well, they still have the shapes, Neil, so I think, they can do
It ought to
that.
be all right.
Yeah, you'll be all right, Pete. You can.
I mean, Pete
only
knows
so much
a
you can do.
D4 from a D6. I mean,
Sometimes.
It's not like a video game where they can change hues and have settings for color
that's
impaired.
true.
Darn it.
They are nice, bright primary colors, though. So I think I will be getting the beginner's box just because you can start people playing it, and the rules are the same. There's no ramp up. They just expand to the different books. And the starting adventure starts you out in Otari, which is like a little, woodcutter
I
village.
thought you said it wasn't a video game. You said Atari?
No, Otari.
Oh.
Oh, not Otari.
Okay.
And then that moves right into Troubles at Otari, which is a module.
That's cool.
Which they're putting out this month. So.
I was going to look at that to see, because the last one for 1st edition came with a couple nice maps, too, so I was going to look to see if they had the similar thing.
Yes, you do get double-sided flip map in the beginner's box. You get character sheets, you get dice, a player's handbook, basically, and a GM's guide.
Maps? I love maps.
And
Me too.
three pawn token sheets.
Those are nice.
With bases.
That's real nice. I might buy it just for the maps and the tokens.
So, Britt, would you say
the
you're a
dice.
cartographer?
Negative. I'm more of a scribe.
Okay.
Yeah. But thanks for asking.
I'm just a collector.
Yeah.
I like my maps.
Yeah. They do come in handy when you need them.
Real estate never goes down in value.
I really like the
They're
maps
not
that are
making any more of it.
the ones of the buildings and stuff with all the extra bits. Like the wilderness stuff, I can draw that freehand, not that big of a deal. But the stuff that's real intricate,
urban
it's just
stuff,
so much
yeah.
easier to have it already done.
And ships.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the maps I like too.
Unless you got a life-size model of his ship.
Yeah. Like our fortunate
Can't
friend
wait till we
Mark.
get ready to get off this damn island, because I want to bring the boat.
I still love the look on that guy's face when he brought it to. He's like, "Someone actually bought this."
But I mean, I did it right, because I got it for a lot less than what they were going for. The guy was closing it out, and I'm like, so how much this is again? And I get 20% off? Well, that's cheaper than the sticker price with the tax. Yeah, we're trying to get rid of this. It's our last one. I'll take it.
Yeah, no shit.
And then I called my wife and told her what a great wife she was and what an awesome birthday present she got. And she was very happy that I was happy.
Nice.
That's what you need, guys. If you can find you a wife that doesn't gripe and complain about you buying minis or $120 pirate ships minis and helps you paint them, she's a keeper.
Is there more than one of those in the world, though?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Are you sure about that?
I mean, I've met a few that basically compete with their spouses for buying minis
Okay.
and painting them.
Well, I've got that corner, but she does like to paint minis with me, so that's kind of nice.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Reaper Bones. Kickstarter 5 still underway. Not too late to get a late pledge in.
What are they coming out with now?
Oh, it's the fifth. It's the fifth Kickstarter.
To be fair, is it still going to be going on when this episode's released?
This will come out mid-February.
No, I think it maybe ended before then. So
happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
sorry if you missed that, and happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
I'm still painting the first Kickstarter.
Yeah, they do.
Well, but that's like the thing about minis. I mean, you can always get more minis. You don't have to limit yourself to, well, I don't have these minis painted. Nobody does that. That's just, I mean,
look at the Ronin Vig we got on the table right here.
right.
He still ain't painted.
Yeah, the only reason Tam's painted is because Kurt painted it.
Yeah,
Ronan isn't painted because he's so damn small.
Like we said, just get a vat of green paint.
I'm gonna
dunk
need
him in it.
Dip
Let him drip
vat.
dry, and you'll be
thimble.
fine. Hey,
It's a vat to a Gripply.
Yeah, a thimble is a vat to a Gripply.
I got,
It's all relative.
Gonna need
I
a
could
bigger
airbrush him.
magnifying glass.
Plus, I got to get some more primer. My primer's expired, and I use the railroad primer, but the rail
Well, the reason why I bring up my lovely wife and the
Because why
Reaper-
wouldn't you?
and the Reaper Kickstarter
Yeah.
in general is when I got the first one, she was like, wow, that's a lot of minis. I'm like, yeah, and they were really cheap too. She's like, well, how cheap? I said, well, I spent $250, but I got over 375 minis. And she's like, really?
That's
I'm like,
super cheap.
I'm like, yeah, because all the add-ons, the Kickstarter stretch goals and stuff, it really added up to a bunch of them. And she's like, okay, well, that's cool, So then on my dresser, I have it's one of the plastic Bud Light pitchers, that I got like back in college or something. So for years, I just been throwing change in there, and then when it gets full, I go dump it out and I do something with the money. Well, I did that the other day, and I had $140 worth of change, and I'm like, sweet, that means I can get $140 worth more minis on the Kickstarter. And she's like, why not? You weren't counting on that money. It was something that you had laying around. Why not? I'm like, I love you.
It's bonus money.
Will you marry me again?
I got really lucky with the very first Kickstarter set that they had. I found it at a store in Mattoon,
Sounds right.
and
where?
they had it down in
Mattoon.
Mattoon, Illinois, and was it End Zone game or something like that?
It was,
Yeah,
it used to
the
be
End Zone,
the
yeah.
End Zone game. Now it's the Warzone.
a Warzone game.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got the whole set for $99.
That is a steal.
I called Britt and I was like, dude, you go in on this with me?
Yep.
He's like, yep. And so we did it.
Heck yeah.
We're still painting figs.
We'll be painting them for another 20 years, probably. But that's okay. It's all right. Some of them turned out real nice.
I do. The university does a lot of research studies, and I get emails about all the stuff that they're doing. So I'll participate in them, and it's like, okay, well, you did an hour. You took the surveys for an hour. Here's a $20 Amazon gift card,
Sweet.
and I'm just like, sweet. What do I want for $20? Magic cards? Cool. A couple minis? Cool.
How many times a day can you do that?
Depends. Generally, depends on the study. I will admit there was one that was like, "Hey, we want people to take this survey. Sign up with your email, and then that email will receive a Amazon gift card." Well, I got a lot of emails.
At least 5, right?
Let's see. I personally have 2, and then my kids each have 1. And then I asked my wife to try and do some. She only did it once, though. But still.
I used to do music surveys that would take 3-4 hours to do, and you'd get a $250 gift card to Amazon. And then they found out I didn't live in Virginia anymore, so they stopped giving it to me.
Aw.
I was like, damn it.
You imposter.
Yep.
So how did
I
that
did get,
affect your
6 of them.
music listening just because you didn't live in Virginia?
Yeah, it was for the state of Virginia.
Oh, okay. I think that's kind of statist of them to,
I know, that's what I thought. I was like, I
not
still
let
listen.
you listen to music just because you don't live in Virginia.
Exactly. I still listen
it's
to
not like
music.
it's Virginian music only.
I know, right?
I mean, maybe it is. I don't know.
I mean, Virginia's for lovers, not music.
Right. Virginia's for hippie druid circles that want to meet out in the woods in the middle of the night, apparently.
Yeah, like you said, lovers.
So weird,
That
man.
sounds fun.
I was looking for D&D groups, Pathfinder groups, and Magic the Gathering groups, and I found nothing but druid circle groups. Nothing, 50 of them. It was so fucking weird.
That's awesome. They would put you in this big wicker man and set you on fire if you went out there. Probably glad you didn't.
So fucking weird, man.
Well, speaking of circles, and
Hey, and Tidestones are kind of in a circle.
yeah. And we were talking about shapes of dice earlier, and looking at that and going, yeah, squares, triangles, whatever.
Pyramidal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of obelisk.
Yep.
I don't think that's a word, but whatever. So, last up, we made it down to the Tide Stones, and had one random, what was it called? Oh, yeah, the Shiv Dragon that said howdy.
And we killed it.
Yeah, handily.
We stabilized it.
Yeah, she did.
And thinking about going down these rickety old rope bridges was where I think we left off. Is that right?
Right.
Bloody well right?
Quite right.
Yep.
You got a bloody right to say. Sorry. Quit doing that to me, Brett. You know I start singing when I do shit like that.
It's the radio
why
in
he
your
does
head,
it.
dude.
Just pops into my head.
So, these look pretty gnarly.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to try to traverse that. I'll just step off the edge.
This first one, though, I will mention, does not look like it was underwater when the tide was in.
That's good to know.
So, if it is rickety, it's not because it's rotten, because it's been wet all this time. If that's a thing,
All right, so it's dry.
Yes.
All right, so how deep is the gorge right here?
My mistake last episode tells me it was 100 feet all the way to the bottom there.
All right, now, well, I know that the rope will not reach all the way to the bottom, just one rope.
Right.
I think it would be a good idea if we tied off a rope to the stanchion, the pole here. That way, if for whatever reason, I'm just saying, some interloper or bad person comes and redoes the ritual and floods this entire area, at least if we're out there in the drink, there's a rope that we could pull ourselves to shore with, maybe. Just kind of a safety measure.
I don't disagree. I, however, have no rope.
Where's Nath? He's got all that rope.
I've got 50 feet.
He's been collecting rope. I have rope, but it's a really nice rope, but I don't want to use my rope. I might need it for later. I mean, there's a whole ship over there.
Well, I've got some rope. It's nice and soft and silky.
I don't know if we want to use silk rope for this, but I guess we could.
Yeah.
I got 50 foot of it.
I've got 50 foot of hemp rope.
Let's use that. Yeah.
I do not have rope, but I could climb up and tie the rope off if that's what you like.
No, we don't have to.
We're
up here
already
now.
up here.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, you're using it to
What?
climb down. Sorry.
What?
No.
Well, no. We're going to secure it to the pole that's holding the bridge so that if it floods again, we'll have 50 feet of rope that'll help us get to the shore if we should be caught in the tide.
Yeah, all right.
That being said, well, these bridges don't look in great shape. If Artemis is going to use your magic ring, I could go down first to check the integrity, and if it holds me, then we could start coming down.
I would suggest that we have Tam and Jarwin go down the bridge first.
I don't want to go down first. I don't have a feather fall way.
That's what I mean. Have Tam go first, you go second, and that way if it breaks, the rest of us can still get down.
Okay, that's fine.
Without,
I'll protect you, Jarwin.
Oh, okay.
Do you
Don't look
want
at me like that.
Do you want to tie off? I mean, her silk rope. Do you want to tie off? We're going to have the rope dangling from there anyway. You might as well tie off. At least to get you halfway down without falling.
I'll risk it,
I'll be careful.
but I will.
All right.
I don't know that I
You
could
too,
actually.
Joan. You too.
Okay, thanks, weirdo.
I don't know that I could
Hey.
actually catch one of you, but I would be willing to climb down beside
You,
to do what
you
I
could
can.
soften our blow, yeah.
No, I'm not going to soften your blow. With any luck, you'd land on your wanker. You'd be just fine.
What is up with him and dicks?
I do believe you should probably go one at a time.
Yeah, that's fine.
So
I'll give you guidance.
Meadows going
All right.
first.
No.
Who?
Tam.
Tam. Okay.
Can I climb down beside where she's going? She's going down a rope ladder, correct?
Yes.
And I can climb down at the same time she climbs down?
You can climb down the
Beside?
side of the yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So you want to do that?
Yeah, just in case if she falls or something, I can try to aid. I don't think I can catch her, but I can do what I can to help.
Okay.
Or do you have Featherfall?
I don't have Featherfall, and you do what you're going to do.
All right.
Okay. All right.
I mean, it's not going to work because, the rope ladder goes out away from the cliff, but
Oh, I thought it went down.
no, look at the map.
It goes across and down. It's hard to see, but yeah,
No,
I can
it's-
still go down. At least I'll be down there if something happens.
it's at a pretty dramatic incline, though. Decline, yeah.
At least,
Well, you're on the top end of the incline. Shut up.
I mean, Ronan will be down there with a mop to clean up the mess.
There you go.
Tam will be fine.
So, Tam, go ahead.
I'm on it. Do you just want me to go all the way down?
Go across.
Okay.
Boom.
All right. Tam is down there.
You're making it.
She will
You're
keep an
doing
eye
your
out.
thing.
she'll keep an eye out for bad guys, and Jason's going to go to the bathroom.
Good call. All right. Who's next?
Jarwin will give himself guidance and then do the same.
Is that really all there was to it? No checks needed or anything?
I'm not going to tell you till you're all across. Because I'm evil.
Well, I'm just going
Okay to go all the way across?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
jump off the cliff and float down.
Are you sure you want to do that? There's no way across the
You're-
water.
Yeah,
If you do that.
Show me exactly where you want
Because if you go
Jump
over
off.
here, there's no way across the water.
Oh, is there not? And we don't know how deep the water is.
And we don't know about the water.
Well, then I'll just walk across there, and if the bridge collapses, I'll float down to where I end up at.
Yep.
to. Yeah. Roll those
It's a much
dice.
better idea.
All right,
I
go
mean,
ahead.
there's a thin ledge that might be difficult to walk across, is why I was saying that.
So do I have to roll a dice?
No, just move your piece.
Oh,
You're there.
and I'm there. And I have my bow ready, just in case.
Meta goes after Artemis and makes it across, I guess, just fine.
And Ronan, are you still climbing down the
Ronan,
side?
are you
I
gliding
think
across?
I think I would just jump across.
Glide?
You're going to
Jump,
glide,
glide.
down.
Gonna be a show off, huh?
Yeah, kind of half and half. Yeah.
Hey, if you can fly, why not fly?
All right. Yeah, it is a considerable elevation difference. You shouldn't have any troubles.
Okay.
So move your piece. At this point, the whole gang has made it across.
And nobody fell.
Right.
Yay.
This bridge doesn't look like it would support more than one individual's weight, which that was kind of the key. If you went across more than one at a time, there was a chance that the whole thing would just collapse. So now you are down there. Let me tell you about there. Well, technically speaking, this is area Y2. Okay, just Y2.
Thank God.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that again. So, I think I read this last up, but I'm going to go ahead and do it again anyway. The rocky cleft cuts into the bluff, 100 feet drop. That's, you guys are down about halfway at this point. Several ledges connect, rickety-looking bridges. We've crossed one. There's yet another to go. Lead down to the cleft to the rocky beach below eventually. What appears to be a large nest of driftwood, grass, bits of cloth, perhaps bones seem to be wedged against the easternmost extent of this cliff. We're just going to actually say it's right here, because remember the last step I said there's supposed to be 3 bridges? It's right here, right in this square, right there.
So it's between us and the other bridge down.
No, you're on the correct level for this. There's like I said, I had to condense.
Yeah, I know, but there's
Instead
another
of-
bridge that takes us further down, and that nest is between us and the bridge.
Right. What is missing is perhaps for a leaf mark over here to denotate another layer of depth. As you're walking towards this other bridge, you could see the nest and inspect it. No problem. This is another level down.
All right.
Are you
well,
following? Tracking?
Yeah, you're not saying
Right.
anything other than what I've already said.
All right. I just want to make sure.
We'll move towards the nest. I do have my bow ready, just in case something pops out.
Great.
Yeah, weapons drawn.
Of course.
Meta's going to see if she can identify any tracks around the nest as to what this might be for.
All right. Survival check?
Nope.
No, really. Go ahead and roll it.
I got a 17 perception.
I got a 14 survival, and my perception is a 19.
I'll roll the survival check just a moment.
That would be Ronan, by the way. Ronan has rolled one.
22 for survival.
22 survival. Is that the highest yet? And we had a perception in there as well, I believe.
Yeah, I got a 17.
17?
And Meta got a 19.
19? Okay.
Is the perception separate than the survival?
I was thinking he was rolling perception because he didn't have survival. Is that right?
Okay.
Survival can be rolled untrained.
Right. Okay, so any which way. Yeah, there's a few tracks of some sort of critter right around this nest, of course. And, Dan, did you roll either one in particular?
No, she's more focusing out on like what's happening elsewhere.
Okay.
Trusting these guys to focus on what's happening here.
Okay. So those of you that are inspecting those tracks, you could see that it's some sort of reptile.
Like a shiv dragon size reptile? Or not?
Yeah, no, not really a shiv.
Perhaps bigger?
Perhaps about the same size. Medium-sized creature.
Does it appear the tracks are going into the driftwood tangle?
Yeah, going both in and out of the driftwood nest.
I have an alchemical fire. Why don't we set that whole lot on fire?
Why? It hasn't done anything to
If
harm us.
Yeah, if it's not going to attack us, there's no reason to provoke it and attack us. Just leave it be.
Oh, okay. Now, I know I'm just spitballing here, But when on this island have we not been attacked by something?
But I understand that. But
I'm serious. I mean, really.
I understand that.
Shiv dragons, yes. Shocker lizards, yes. Baboons, yes.
Yeah,
Flying
I get that.
devil, yes.
Yeah, I get that.
Cannibals, definitely yes.
I get that.
Pezcock.
Yes.
One
Pezcock
exception.
didn't attack us.
Eurypterids, yes. Crabs, yes.
The NPCs have never attacked us.
That's because they know we'd kill him.
I'm just saying.
I mean, Galax attacked me on like a personal basis,
And
like
and,
emotionally.
right. And frankly, his prose and songs horrible.
Well, that's
They're an
just 'cause he's not as
assault
good
on
as mine.
art.
Yes, they are.
Artemis,
What?
let me have this one. You guys, other than that last dragon we encountered that you let me stabilize, you guys keep going around and killing everything we encounter. Just leave this nest alone.
Okay.
We can take care of it if we have to. There's no reason to preemptively assault it.
All right, that's fine. But
Is there-
I just wanted to go on record right now that I said I told you so before we even tried this. Go ahead.
We're on a cliff, I take it?
Yeah.
Is
What?
there any reason to believe this
What
could
cliff?
be a Red Mountain Devil nest?
Could be.
Other than we're not on the mountain and it's not red.
And it's
How big
not
is this
huge.
nest?
That's a medium. If an individual was to build a nest that was a medium-sized creature,
So
I don't know,
large size.
10
Yeah.
10 feet circle,
Yeah.
radius.
Well, Meta,
Ish.
I am perfectly fine if you want to go ahead and approach the nest and see if you can coax anything out and make friends with it. That's fine. Go ahead.
I'll go and take a look at the nest. Is there anything in it?
Tam will go with her.
Oh, bloody hell.
Give me perceptions on the interior of this nest, please.
Tam got a 13, higher if it's a trap.
Okay.
And Meta got 27.
Okay. 27's pretty good, isn't it? Yeah, there's stuff and things.
It can be.
It's a small hoard of incidental treasure in this nest. Bunch of silver pieces, bunch of gold pieces, even some platinum pieces. Yeah, there's even a mithril hook. Like a pirate would have if he was missing an arm.
Alrighty.
Do you have a praise meta?
Technically.
I do. I can help.
Tam's standing right there.
Yeah, Tam does.
So my appraise is a 2.
Praise is a 2.
Tam's praise is on a 27.
Okay. So
Yeah.
Meta goes, yeah, I don't think this is worth anything. And Tam goes, excuse me? Worth about 1,000 gold pieces. There's a sextant. And you can
A
appraise that.
sextant.
Yeah.
I got a 1. I think Jarwin will like that, but besides that,
Tam only got an 11.
With an 11, you think, maybe about 300 gold pieces?
Are you guys going to call for some other of us to come up and help, maybe?
not yet. I see it as we're still investigating the nest.
Okay, that's fine.
I mean, you guys can look at it later, but
All right, that's fine.
Oh, look, there's a buckler. It's got skull and crossbones on it.
21 from Tam.
For...
Appraise.
On the buckler? Or?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's more than meets the eye, is what you know. It's definitely masterwork.
Meta, I think this one might be magic.
Meta can cast Detect Magic
Okay.
and scan the stuff.
Okay. Yeah, that buckler is a +1.
And
Oh, there's a quiver.
the rest of us don't hear any blood-curdling screams or growls or roars.
We're like 15 feet away from you.
Yeah, but I thought maybe you went into the
No.
lair.
Yeah, no, it's pretty much out in the open. It's just,
Cool.
it's not
All
like
right.
a cave scenario or anything.
Well, I don't feel so bad then.
Yeah, yeah.
Does my Detect Magic ping on the quiver?
I'm calling it.
I think so, yeah. I think this is a magic item. It's an efficient quiver.
Yeah, it's definitely
Yep.
magic.
Yep.
Okay. It's got 20 normal arrows. It's got 9 cold iron arrows. 7 +1 arrows.
Too fast.
I
That's
got it.
fine.
Keep going.
7 +1 arrows. 2 +2 arrows. And aberration slaying arrow. Oh, there's more. A javelin of lightning.
Nice.
Is that in the efficient quiver?
Oh, yeah. All of this is in the quiver. And there's a bow. Masterwork composite longbow. +3 strength.
Damn.
Wow.
That's kind of a nice item, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, Ronan, what's your strength mod?
Hey, Ronan, are you medium size? If not, you can't.
We
use
don't
it.
know what size it is. He never said. Don't be like that.
Let's go back to the very beginning. Your loose change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
246 silver. 234 gold.
Hey, the platinum.
13 platinum.
Yes. That's quite a nice little haul for whatever this is.
And that is all.
Let's go ahead and take this stuff because it's not natural for a creature to have this.
And
Hey.
about that sextant,
Yes.
since I was a sailor, do you want me to roll appraise or
Appraise is
knowledge?
Are
Sailor.
you used to pitching sextants?
No, it's a sextant, not a sextant. I mean, I can see how if you're not trained in these things, it would sound the same. But this is not a place where you get your jollies. This is a piece of apparatus that you use to sight stars and navigate with.
Oh, well, that makes sense as to the size then. I figured it was just for, Gripplies.
Wow.
That's a good one. Man, that's a good one. I like that. Yeah, because, I mean, they're small and it's got... Yeah, I like it. Never mind, Ronan. Yeah, I got a 19.
500 is what do you think it worth?
Yeah,
would be worth, yeah.
This is a nice piece of equipment here. It's worth about 500 gold pieces. Is there any markings on the sextant? Does it say, like,
Made in
a
China?
ship's name?
No, it
or,
Hey, do you guys
Made in China.
you guys tell us you find all this stuff?
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask if I can have that buckler because it's much nicer than the one I have.
I don't use one. I don't think any of us actually use one.
Yeah, I don't
I
either.
do as well.
Well, I mean, the rest of us. I mean,
Yeah,
Sweet.
it's too little for my purposes. So, yeah, have at it.
not even sure if I can use one.
I guess since, Ronan is a superior archer to me most times, we'll let him have the quiver.
As long as it fits with what I can do. I'm just used to being, not able to use the shit we find when we go out.
Well, that's what you get for
Being a small
continuously
race.
choosing small ones.
I'm not sure how that efficient quiver works.
Efficient quivers are like
You basically reach in and you pull out whatever you want.
it's like a handy,
Right.
it's like a handy haversack
Right.
with quick draw.
Now, that part I get, but I don't know that it resizes.
Wondrous items resize.
But the arrows might not.
No,
Arrows-
arrows do not have sizes in this game.
Yeah, arrows don't have sizes.
Yeah, it's just
Okay.
arrows. So the quiver should resize. The bow would be a different
The
story.
bow does not resize.
And I bet the
Yeah.
javelin doesn't either.
The javelin would actually the javelin does because it's an ammunition.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it makes sense.
one-time use item.
Yeah.
But what size is the bow? Is it medium?
Yeah.
Okay.
well,
None of us have
I'm
16
not-
strength anyways, right?
yeah, I'm not
Yeah,
strong
no.
enough to use
Yeah.
that.
I don't even think Nath has it.
Yeah. No, Nath only has 12 strength.
And it's what, -2 per
Per
strength
strength
mod?
bonus, yeah.
So let's see. I could use it as a -10.
That's about what I got.
So, not highly beneficial for you, huh?
So
That's
No,
a lot
but
of money is what
the
it
other
is.
stuff
let's
is
just
really
save
nice,
that for
though.
later because these
Yeah.
are quite pricey and
Yeah.
it's in very nice shape.
Yeah. Do I need to identify this buckler or do we know what it is?
Yeah, you know already.
Okay.
Since we detect magic, I'm just going to give it to you. It's
Okay.
+1.
Cool. Thank you.
It's decorated with skull and shackles, or skull and
Bless you.
crossbones.
The Jolly Roger.
Yeah.
Not as good as the Jolly Rancher.
No, definitely not that tasty.
Definitely doesn't taste as good. That's right.
Efficient quiver. And it has... What was the...
20 arrows.
All that stuff. Not a bad little haul, I would say.
Sweet. I don't typically use javelins. Can anyone else use this javelin?
Anybody could. They're relatively easy to throw. I'll take it if you don't want it.
It's javelins are a strength throw item, right?
Well, they're a thrown weapon, so it's dex to hit, strength for damage, but the Javelin of Lightning doesn't function like that.
Oh, okay.
It literally becomes a lightning bolt.
Right.
Yeah, I think that would be a good one for... you don't have a ranged option, do you?
I got a sling, but I'll definitely take that.
Yeah, let's give the javelin to Tam.
Happily. Thank you.
All right, Dan. You look down at some point, I'm sure, around here, and since you took such good notes on the Red Mountain Devil way back in the day, you can see those tracks are quite easily the same. They would match that foot that you sketched out days ago.
I don't mention that.
You don't? Oh.
No. Not yet.
That's too bad.
You want to see a frog turn white?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was going for. I was going to compliment you on how right you were.
From where you all are right there, I'm going to point out you got a new point of interest that is visible way down here on my end of the map. There's huge double doors.
In the
built
middle
into
of the water.
built into the cliff face.
Oh, wow. That's pretty sweet.
Past the shipwreck, past all the
Who's
puddles.
got that spyglass? That would come in handy now. Did you give it to me?
I never had it. I believe you do.
Well, I thought we put it in the bag.
You gave it to Sasha.
That's what I thought.
That's a different extendable thing.
Okay, shall we continue onward then, guys?
Yes.
Well, since Tam thinks that I'll have the spyglass, I will. Oh yeah, look, there, it's in my backpack. I forgot I put it there, and I'll pull the spyglass out, extend it, and what can I tell about the detail on these doors?
There was only one spyglass that I remember. Am I correct?
Yeah,
You guys gave that to Sasha.
I don't have any.
Oh, that's right. We gave it to her as a bribe so we could grab Jarwin.
Oh, that's
Yep.
why I couldn't find it in my backpack. Damn.
Yeah,
Oopsie.
I remember that now.
Well, we
Oh,
just
well.
have to walk over there and
All right.
see him in person.
No. Try this. You make little circles with your hands, and then close one eye and put them like
So
that.
that we can
Tam,
see.
do you want me to put some lamp black on your hand first?
No.
No, okay.
So
'cause
that-
I know that gag.
Yeah. Well, I didn't put lamp black on your hands. You would notice that, but I know what lamp black does. I have 6 siblings.
So that
Oh.
we now see these double doors. I still think we should check out this ship before we go to the double doors.
Well, yeah, it's on the way.
On the way.
I'm just saying that's what I would like to do, guys.
I'm fine with
Also,
that.
whatever nested here was clearly quite large, and this stuff is relatively. Just be on the lookout for something large and flying. That's all I'm going to say, because this is clearly the home of something large and flying, and as big as it is, it's probably dangerous.
You can hear Ronan kind of swallow. He's like,
You mean large and flying like that thing that we killed, the Red Mountain Devil?
Something like that, yes. Look
Oh.
out for something very like that.
Well, it probably means that we already killed that running, so you don't have anything to be worried about.
Ronan is going to stealth from now on to the doors.
To the ship. We're going to get to the ship first.
Yeah, we're doing ship first.
No,
That's fine.
he's going to be stealthing across the open sand flats.
I could see him like getting sand all over him.
Would
so
you
he
move
blends
us
in.
up? Jarwin would like to stay in the middle as per usual.
Yep. All right, I'll bring up the rear. I was going to be up front with my bow, but hey, whatever.
And my bow
I'm
is
good. No, it's
loaded
fine.
and ready.
Alright.
I can shoot past people or jump out to the side.
So you're heading down the other rope bridge? Is
Yep.
that-
One at a time.
Okay.
I would say one at a time, same order as before.
Yep. Non-feather follow first.
Just be safe.
Sam
The
goes first.
NFFs.
I'll jump across.
Okay.
Whee! It's a flying frog.
You have a glide speed, do you not?
I just know that it's for every 5 feet, I go forward 5 feet.
You remember what we established at FriendCon? How your glide ability works?
Yeah, it's got a glide slope, so
Okay.
I fall 5 for every 5 I glide.
Okay. So it's almost a constant 45-degree angle, right?
But I
Right.
also got jump, which plays into that some too.
Gripply's
So,
glide ability functions in that it cuts its falling distance in half.
Okay. So is there a potential that he would take damage? Is that what you're getting at?
If he's going 50 feet, that's 25 feet of falling distance. That's 30 feet, technically. You can use acrobatics to negate the first 10.
Acrobatics, then, I guess, from the sounds of it. Because we're looking at...
well, and realistically, my target might be the wall on the other side.
Yeah, you could possibly land... Yeah. From where you are? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a possibility.
Sticky fingers and toes.
Do you want me to make an acrobatics check?
Nah. I'd say you will have to, because we're looking at another 50 feet down. And...
How many feet across is it?
not very many. I did condense this map, but it's not really that, Yeah,
Yeah.
25. Once you land on the wall, you can easily traverse the rest by gliding down. It's just a 2-step process is all.
That makes sense. Yeah. Glide over, grab the wall, wait, glide over, grab the wall.
So anyway, with the acrobatics check, that is a 20.
That's fine, yeah. You make it down all the way, no problems.
And then you would have
Yeah.
Meta and Artemis going, and if there was any issues, we just float down.
Right. All right, so you make it down into knee-high water down there, it looks like. No, okay, there is a little path. I forgot. Okay. Your bases were covering them up. Yeah, there's a pool on the right of you at this point, and a cliff on the other side. And everybody makes it down nice and easy. And where you're at now is kind of like this. Seaweed, sea urchins of all different colors, bright green anemones, scuttling kelp crabs, bare rock glisten here, laid bare to the sky by unnaturally low tides.
Do we see a bunch of dead fish or?
Not a bunch. I mean, there's a couple here and there.
Well, I think we should skirt these tide pools because I'm not sure how deep they are.
Right. Okay.
And we don't know what's lurking in them.
Also, I don't really see a need to get my boots wet.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll keep the eyes out if anything, shiny, because shipwreck, tide going in and out, might have dragged some shinies out and deposited them on the sand, which would have been the floor of the inlet. Now it's exposed.
Right. Yeah, you are down to at a point where you in particular are sure, Artie, you would notice on the cliff face wall, oh, that's where high tide was. This is where normal low tide is. This is unnaturally low.
So, but rough estimate, how high above us is the normal tide line?
High or low?
Low.
10, 15?
So, mates and ladies, we are now about 10 foot underwater, just to keep that in mind in case you start noticing the level of these tide pools rising.
It's good to know.
Did you guys take the rope from the site? Did you guys bring the rope with you, or did it get left there?
We left it up there.
Okay.
That was the whole idea, right?
That was the
Right.
point of leaving
Right.
it there.
Okay, just making sure. One of us was not understanding what was going on. I wanted to make sure I wasn't the one.
Well, I mean, I didn't know if we'd used both lengths of rope, both 50-foot lengths.
We use
or-
one hemp rope length of 50 feet.
Right. You've got what I just described represented by the yellow on our map. The blue, there's two such areas directly in front of you. Of course, represent pools of water.
So you guys want to get on over to that ship, explore it out, try to bust it out real quick, since we don't want to waste time because we don't know if somebody else is going to come and fuck with the tides while we're down here.
I
Correct.
second that remark, yes.
So let's fucking get to it.
All right. Well, it looks like there's a couple good jumping points further up ahead. Let's find some narrow land to land.
Onward!
We can have the frog go first and
Up,
take
back
a
up.
rope.
About there, give me a perception check.
Everyone or one person?
Everyone.
I did shot because I was looking more for shinies than I was where we were going. So
24?
11 for Artemis.
I'm looking up. Specifically looking up.
You're only
26.
saying that because I said give me a perception check.
You dirty
Oh, no. I'm saying that because they said it could have been the Red Mountain Devil, so my bow's been out the whole time.
26 for meta.
Tim got a 24, higher if it's a trap.
I have a 25.
That'd be Ronan, by the way.
Ronan with a 25.
Do I see any shinies, articles of art or, crockery or anything like from a shipwreck in the sand?
Like lovely paintings?
Something, anything. I mean, statuettes.
Neptune's trident.
Yeah, especially that. Yeah, definitely. Davy Jones's locker. I don't know.
Mermaid treasure.
I'm not sure what I'd do if I found a chest with dirt in it and a beating heart.
That'd be awesome.
Stab the heart.
I'm sorry. Back to perception checks.
Oh, got a chest of dead.
What was it we had?
24.
26 for meta.
24, 26,
25 for Ronan.
25,
24.
24.
Yeah, I didn't do so great. So go with them. Go with them. I was distinctly looking at the ground trying to find shinies.
He said shinies, not Chinese, by the way.
Well,
You know, it kind of sounded like Chinese
I'll
there.
be looking in the holes than if I was looking for them because they're under us, of course.
You were looking down particular, Artie, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was searching the sand, just walking along,
Right.
trying to find loose change, gold pieces, doubloons.
Couple copper, maybe. Yeah.
Anything, yeah.
As soon as they said it could have been the Red Mountain Devil for Ronan, all bets were off.
Knew that.
He's terrified.
of course.
Which is why we get attacked by an antlion.
And a cake?
To be fair, I don't think anybody said Red Mountain Devil in character.
Actually, Artemis did, yeah.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
I must have missed that part.
Yeah.
He did it on purpose. To
I
mess with
did.
I
Ronan.
evacuated my bowels back there.
I did.
Good.
And the smell is what's attracting it.
It's
And
like
your
a mating call.
And your fear.
Mating call? That's weird.
I don't know if you've ever seen a frog sweat before, but
Well, you all had wonderful perception checks.
Except for me.
Well, yeah. Fair enough. Trying to decide what the best way to do this is.
It swoops down and eats the frog, and then that's it.
And then we all get a stab it to that. Stabbity, stabbity, stab.
And then that's it. It just leaves forever.
There are other options.
This one's slightly different, but yeah, that would definitely fall under the genus Nomus.
Does it actually look like a dragon?
Chupacabra. and he's flying above you. And what he does is a fun little thing called flyby attacks, which is kind of annoying if you can't fly, the way I understand it.
Nah, not really.
No?
I mean, at our level, it's not going to make a huge difference.
All right. Well, let's just see. What's the mechanics there, fellas?
Pretty much he moves at least 10 feet flying and then at least another 10 feet afterwards, up to double his speed, making one attack during the fly.
Which, if we had full attacks, like iterative attacks, that'd make a kind of a big deal. But we can just prepare for when he comes within range to hit him. And we get our one attack that we'd normally get anyway, and then he flies on anyway.
Okay. So he will fly into attacks of opportunity is what I'm hearing, right?
Well,
No,
not attacks of opportunity.
prepared
but
actions.
Prepared actions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes, yeah.
His flyby is like ride by. It doesn't provoke from his target.
Well, from his target, yes. Anybody who's next to his target, he would provoke from.
It's great. Get around me, everybody.
That's the general concept is, we would need
You
to
just
group
stand in a
up.
box.
It's basically spring attack for flying, or ride-by attack for
Okay.
flying.
All right.
He wants to eat me.
Quick! Throw Ronan up in the air as high as you can.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, C and B against Ronan, C and D. Throw him.
Just cast levitate on it.
My question is, do we remember what kind of creature this is?
Oh, what type of creature? I know what
Yes.
you mean by that. So you want to know what kind of knowledge check to make, right?
Well,
We've done it before.
We've done it before. I just don't remember because it's been,
Several
30
months.
episodes.
And
It's
Tam
been a
does
little
have
while, yeah.
very detailed notes.
I'll just give it to you. This is a magical beast.
Ah, darn. Okay.
Not an aberration.
I was hoping. That would just be too good.
Too easy. Too easy.
So that tells me, as a player, something in those doors
Is an
is
aberration.
going to need that arrow.
Just
So you
save,
played this game before.
save that one, Ronan. Save that black one. We might need it later.
even if you die, the rest of us are just going to carry that thing, even if we have to stab something with it.
You only get one shot.
Right, so here's what's
Not if I stab with it.
going to happen, see? Well, let's see. We did some perception checks, right? You guys pretty much all know it's there except for Artie, right?
Right.
He knows it's there now.
I'm just waiting for the frog screams.
Right.
He already, Rogue's already screaming.
It's going to fly down and attack somebody and then fly back up, right?
Well, I mean, we'd roll initiative, right?
Yeah, but that's basically its MO right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. It's going to move like half its movement,
Right?
attack, and then it can take
Right.
another half.
So it's going to swoop down, swoop back up.
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do
Also-
some initiative first, though, yeah.
Also, to make things complicated, what is its maneuverability?
Ooh.
Because that'll affect just how well it can fly around.
I would find that around
The fly speed.
fly speed,
Yep.
would I not?
Yes.
Okay.
It would also determine whether or not it needs to make a check every time.
It's average.
No, so it's not going to be able to fly straight up at any point. But
It's going to have to be at an angle.
It's
Yeah.
going to provoke
Okay.
every time from all of us if we're standing next to each other.
Okay.
Well, not from its target.
Well, yeah.
This is ugly. You seen him coming. Okay. Ronan, what'd you got?
Ronan has a 28 for initiative.
Jesus.
yeah, you should have seen he was trying real hard to get Pete to look at it.
Look. Artie, what'd you get?
I got a 14.
Meta.
Meta got a 17, and I believe we're all going to go before the Red Mountain Double.
Jarwin.
16.
Tam.
16.
Damn it.
Who's more gooder?
He still has a +1 over me.
Okay. Making me move these things.
So what do we tell Will that we did while he was gone?
Well, to be fair, he's been getting pictures, so he may have a general idea.
General idea, yeah.
Yeah. Well, a general idea isn't a great idea. Like, did you send pictures of the +5 Vorpal Cestus that we
I
just
did.
got from Darwin?
Don't forget to take a picture now. Yeah, there you go.
Vorpal cestus. I like that.
It's just got a knife on the end of it.
It's, yeah.
It's a mithril hook cestus.
Ooh, that'd be nice.
That would be pretty
Do
sweet.
we have those little tower pieces I made a long time ago?
Yeah.
The black ones?
Yeah.
What'd be even better is if like the hook detached and had a chain on it, so it'd be like Scorpion, get over here.
That would be awesome.
It's a kunai whip chain.
That too.
That would be awesome.
Okay, so see if this sounds right to you guys. We got Ronan going first. Meta, Tam, Jarwin, Artie, then me.
Yeah.
It's so nice. It's so nice of you, benevolent
Do you guys
GM,
want to-
allow us all to go first every combat. I mean,
know, right?
I don't know if anybody else notices or appreciates you.
I wasn't
but
going to draw
want let
attention
you
to
know.
it because that's like jinxing it.
I do what I can.
Well, it's okay because I wanted to make sure that he gets his compliments.
Unfortunately, this criminal enemy thing is probably not going to be able to see us.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see how that goes.
Next time
On Shield Bash.
Ah,
Thanks for listening, everybody.
Roden survives again.
Shield Bash is made in association with Knights of the Octagon and Farmageddon Gaming Convention. Find us online at shieldbash.net, on Facebook at Shield Bash, on Twitter at Bash Shield, and on YouTube at Shield Bash. Music by Lee Rosevere. Serpent, Skull, and Pathfinder are the property of Paizo Publishing Inc. Leave a comment on iTunes for a chance to hear us read it out on the podcast. Questions and comments can be sent to shieldbashpodcast@gmail.com.